fact, I want to hear from Indu. Is Indu here? Can we just unmute her? I want to hear how her experience has been with this process.
Experience as a therapist or as a client?
Tell me first how your experience was when you first went through it yourself. Did you go through it yourself first and then learn it, or did you learn it and then? So we'll find out which route yielded the better result.
I learned it first because of the curiosity and the science, and I was too curious, not believing in all of this. Coming from a completely corporate background, I have my own conscious mind and awareness that I'm always too I'm a stickler basically. So and when you're a stickler, you tend to always want a logic for everything and want to do things the way it fits right. And when I was planning to get out of that and become, and this therapy, when it popped on my screen, I was very curious about it because it spoke about spirituality, spoke about going to the past life. And I thought it was some kind of a time machine journey. And that's when I searched, that's when I reached the Brian Weiss student, my first master who taught me past life. Geetanjali is the second master I learned from. So I guess this is a process where one has to keep learning. And it's amazing. It's very enriching. So I first learned, while I learned to become a therapist, I never could go into regret because of my conscious mind chatter saying that logically it needs to fit right and I need to have proof. So we always so used to having proof of everything in documented proof reports, and that's why my analytical mind would never give up. And I realized that it was not the therapist's problem, it was my problem that I was not able to calm my mind. And I'm sorry, there is a power outage, but am I audible? Yes.
Yeah, you are.
So that's how I finally did regress. When I began to trust. So the moment I realized that it was not about controlling anything, it was all about surrender, it was all about being open, is when my experience of past life began. So I think that's my learning after many sessions, that I could not regress. But this is I think it's a great takeaway for all those who are now beginning their journey, because I didn't know that.
But how remarkable, Indu, that you still stuck at it.
Yes.
What
because
was that?
There was a lot of curiosity. Of course, the child in me always wanted to, something that's unusual, something that's not much explored by, by people here, something that's new. There's always this curiosity of why not, own it? Why not become, a master at it? And maybe that was the reason I got into it. But my journey was totally different. What I thought I would get in, what I would accomplish by becoming a therapist, completely transformed me in terms of the humility that it brought, the practice brought in me, how sensitive I became more, how empathetic I became is phenomenal. So what past life regression does to you as a therapist is much, much more personally, also transforms you while you are, releasing the trauma and pain of the client who comes to you. So I'm very much indebted to Geetanjali because she's a master class apart. Again, Brian Weiss students. So both my masters are Brian Weiss students. And I was very, very, I would say, amazed by her videos. And that's when I wanted to definitely be her student. So here I'm talking about Geetanjali. You didn't ask me, but I'm still talking about Geetanjali. But yes, answer your question. Did I answer your question? It was amazing.
You did. Of course. Yeah, you did. It's incredible that you had that huge, shift that you experienced when you became a therapist. And that, I think that joy and the shift that you experience is beautifully articulated, Indu. That was very nice, because a lot of times people don't notice or don't give that part value. That learning the modality and then practicing it, what it does to you? What joy and what benefits it brings to you? What changes for you in your life? And you
It's
said,
big. It's big. I see Hindus coming to me on a daily basis. And when I look at them and the way they want to judge, the way they want to be in control, I want to be humble and say, you know what? I know it because this is where I was before. So there is so much for me as a person. So this is a big shift that, it does to you. It literally shifts from, oh, I will do this to you, to no, 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 no. The shift is happening here too. And you're not in control. While you're in a therapy, I realized that as a therapist, it was not me who was in control. It was the client who was bringing the shift for themselves. And that's the beauty of this modality.
So, Indu, you mentioned that you went into it expecting something else from becoming a practitioner. What was it that you expected?
Well, I thought I will learn some skills, and it would be like, like a beauty parlor service. So I learn the skills, and somebody comes to me, pays me for the spa, and gets the experience. It was not that. So it's not that at all. So I was not in control, is what I realized. That this was completely opening up a realm, an entire library of wisdom for the client who's taking a free walk into it. And the intention is where the therapist helps them.
Oh,
And
wonderful.
that journey, even for a therapist, is very, very deep.
That's beautifully put, Indu. That's really, really beautifully put. I know a lot of people do learn modalities, like you said, to add on another skill, add on another, another way, another route to solve people's problems. But like you said, it did so much more than that.
And if you notice, she studied it. That also shows her inclination to learn the science. The same therapy is much deeper rather than investing in something else. It speaks volumes that she wants to shift herself as a therapist.
Yeah.
That is also very important. I myself have learned past life from at least 4 to 5 therapists. So
Oh, wow.
I can vouch for that.
Thanks, Doc. Thank you so much, Indu. Thank you for sharing that. And thank you for joining
Thank you
us.
so much. Sure. Bye. Thank